Angeles Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Texas Longhorns and the USC Trojans. Depth will be tested, particularly at the quarterback position for one of these teams. For more on that, we say hello to Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. They are concerned. Their quarterback is out, and he is so talented. But they have all the faith in the world in the backup. He has been here. He did not transfer out when he could have, and they are going to reward his patience and his belief in them by having belief in him. He knows the system, he knows the scheme, and he should get off to a good start here today. Guys?
Kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Winton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? A run for the quarterback. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on 4th and short. You pick up the 1st down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. From the gun. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Longhorns! They grab the early lead. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Man, it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature them, throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Pulls and fired complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a cure.
Maybe some room here. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The corners are walked up tight. On the move. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Running inside. It's Cross. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run the option. The pitch.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off-play action on first down. He's going for the big play. He's got another 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or 2 and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful...
Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's a crease, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into point. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Great place to start for this offense. Makes a catch. Got some room headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking to throw. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Trojans. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bowman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Trojans looking to convert on 4th down. The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Offense looking for a score. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's what you do.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Goes to the option. Quick toss. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down. Touchdown, Texas! Excellent pass by the back on the option. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Upstairs to make the catch. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Winton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. The run inside. It's Higgins. There's some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to try to get it himself. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Running inside, it's Higgins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They give it to him again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Cobb. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the number 16, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Jaguars sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might...
Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Running through contact. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the...
Snatches it on the right. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. He wants to throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Going over the top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Snags it and he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it! Touchdown, USC! They take the lead here in the second half. Leading by 1 gun, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They'll go to the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. Snags it down the right side. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. That's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up.
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
They're field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tripped up for the tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
Snags it, and there's running room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Using his legs, it's Higgins. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Gets the back moving. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll keep it on the ground. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan, ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go. Ready. 129. 129. Ready to go.
They'll give it on the counter. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll throw on third and short. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Cross. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put the... breaks into the open. Touchdown, Trojans! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Lets it fly. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab down the middle. It's a running room. He's at the... and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Winton. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got a man, it's Mosley, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Cobb. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Higgins. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Blunt. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. 1, check.
He's got it again. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He wants a big play here late. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job.
Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.